So, there's been some really exciting news coming out about semaglutide.
Yeah.
You know, the same active ingredient in Wegovy and Ozempic, now showing promise for tackling a severe liver condition.
Right, you're talking about that metabolic liver disease MASH, isn't it?
Exactly. Metabolic dysfunction-associated steatohepatitis. It's caused by fat buildup, inflammation, and scarring in the liver, which, if unchecked, can lead to cirrhosis.
Yep.
The interesting part is that there are no approved drugs in the EU specifically for MASH at this time.
That's a huge gap in treatment. So what did the new trial reveal about semaglutide?
Well, the trial, which involved 800 patients, showed that after about 72 weeks, roughly 33% of the participants on semaglutide experienced improvements in both liver inflammation and scarring, compared to about 16% in the placebo group. And it's worth noting that many patients also lost some significant weight, close to 10.5% on average.
That's pretty striking, almost like killing two birds with one stone, right?
It is. But as exciting as these numbers are, the study did mention that both treatment and placebo groups received lifestyle counseling. And interestingly, about 34% of the placebo group saw reduced liver inflammation too, which hints that lifestyle changes are super important here.
So you're saying that even without the drug, lifestyle modifications could lead to significant improvements?
Precisely. It's like the drug acts as a powerful boost, but you've still got to put in the work. Diet, exercise, managing diabetes, and high blood pressure all come into play.
I get that.
It's a bit like having a turbo engine on your car, but still needing to drive correctly.
And what about the side effects? I heard there were some issues with nausea and gastrointestinal upset.
Yes, indeed. Side effects like nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting were reported, causing about 2.6% of participants to drop out.
That's true.
So while the trial results are promising, the risk-benefit profile has to be carefully weighed.
Now, I know some might think that these kinds of results make semaglutide a guaranteed game changer. But don't you think it's a bit early to jump to that conclusion?
Absolutely, and fair point. Expert voices like Dr. Debbie Shawcross have stressed that while these results are hugely exciting, semaglutide should ideally be used alongside lifestyle interventions. It's not a magic bullet on its own, but rather another tool in our therapeutic arsenal.
And what's the outlook in terms of regulatory approval for this new indication?
Novo Nordisk, the sponsor of the trial, is aiming to seek approval from both EU and US regulators for MASH treatment, hopefully by mid-2025.
Interesting, yeah.
That could be a major breakthrough for patients facing this progressive disease.
It seems like weight loss drugs are gradually proving to be useful for a broader range of conditions than we originally thought.
Absolutely. It's like these drugs have a ripple effect, from targeting obesity and type 2 diabetes to potentially addressing issues like MASH, even possibly addiction or dementia, according to some emerging research.
Right, exactly.
The scope of benefit is definitely expanding.
Though, I do wonder if in real-world scenarios, the adherence to lifestyle changes will match what occurred in these controlled trials.
That's a crucial point. Patient motivation in a trial with regular follow-ups might differ a lot from everyday behavior. The success of semaglutide in real-world settings will likely depend on how well patients can maintain those beneficial lifestyle modifications.
It definitely illustrates that while semaglutide's trial results are promising for MASH, a holistic approach remains key in treating complex conditions like these.